Hello, my name is Sandra Cepec. Sandra and I, as well as our family, served as missionaries on the island of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as in Guyana. If you are watching this video now, I have already gone home to be with the Lord. I thank God for His hope. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and I thank God for that comfort we have in Jesus Christ. As I said before, me and my family served as missionaries on the island of Trinidad. We served there from 1994 to 2005. In 2005, our oldest son, Stephen, was diagnosed with cancer. At the end of that term, we ended up coming home for Stephen's treatment. Stephen lived another 8 years. Last 2.5 years of his life, he was able to be married to a very wonderful young lady named Melanie. But in November 2013, November 20th, the Lord saw fit to take Stephen home to be with the Lord. By God's wonderful grace, He took us through that time of difficulty. In August of 2014, went in for a regular hernia surgery and woke up 3 hours later to find out that I also had cancer. I was later diagnosed with epithelioid peritoneal mesothelioma. We had 2 surgeries, 10 hours each, numerous numbers of chemotherapy treatments. And during that time, we prayerfully considered going back to the mission field. We knew it was God's will. By July of 2018, our oncologist told us that tumors were getting bigger and there's no longer anything they can do to treat me. So my treatment stopped actually in July of 2018. The doctor told me then that we would have 3 to 6 months before the symptoms would start taking my life. Me and my wife decided then that we would spend as much time on the mission field as we can. We have had 3 mission trips since that time. February 2019 was our last mission trip to Guyana. It was a wonderful time to be able to share the gospel, preach to Jesus Christ, and minister to people in another country. We love that country and our heart's desire is to go back. When Sandra was about 10 or 11 years old, she swung her heart to go to the mission field, and that has been her heart ever since then. For the many years that I've known her, her greatest desire was to serve God in the mission field. In our last years, we talked about different things. What would happen if I were to go home to be with the Lord? What would she do? And the answer was always the same: to serve God as a missionary on the mission field. And so in her heart, she's praying. I believe it's God's will for her to go back as a single missionary, working with other missionaries, helping in their Sunday school classes, junior churches, even with women's ministry, as well as teaching in government schools in the area. Since our return to the States, Sandra has spent numerous hours preparing to go back to the mission field, studying, preparing Sunday school lessons, junior church lessons, women's material. She's accomplished probably over 200 Bible study or Bible lessons preparing to go back to the mission field. As I said before, this was her desire. My purpose for making this video was that our supporting churches and any new church that would desire to support her would continue supporting my wife as a single missionary to go back to the mission field, wherever God has for her to go. Thank you.